Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Loop. He begins this one. And off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Man in motion is Brown. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
Second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Brown. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. Yeah. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 29-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Philadelphia.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. Yeah! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So Darius Smith on the stop. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Room to run at the 35. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work. Just get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Going to keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Henry. He's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On first down, he'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this, and it the 43-yard line. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's going to run it. A big play there for Baltimore. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Bateman is the motion man. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll crank, and he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open receiver is Dodson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, they need 3. They'll run the draw with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson going to keep this for himself. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. This one complete to Bateman. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board, First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Trying to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
now,
for
after the
Philadelphia.
safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. On the return, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Jackson. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 15.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Remember, they had the safety go against them last time they had it. Fortunately, the defense forced the punt. They'll try again as they start on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Ooh. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
To throw on second down is Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Hurts now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
The Ravens take
Lamar
over
Jackson and the Ravens
at their own
headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 13, Ravens 9.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And the pistol, Jackson ready. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. Bateman is the motion man. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Quickly out wide, he'll get it to Hopkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's 1st and 10. Scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now, a big 3rd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Here is 1st and goal. Throwing Jackson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.